Training to be a street cop.
Everybody sitting here today with Rob Ferrero, sergeant in Jersey. I don't want to say what agency because we don't know the policy for their social media platforms. He's right here. That handsome fella, gorgeous. He's coming in. We're discussing putting on a program with him. He is a legendary interdiction guy. He's got a great reputation in Somerset County where he works. Fucking look at that face, so kissable. Whoa, look at the shades. Whoa.
I brought him just for you.
Whoa! Look at that. So he started telling me a story when we were discussing about some class platforms and things he's going to have to offer as an instructor with street cop training and how we're going to do things. And he started telling me a story about binoculars and how he used them. So I'm going to give him this opportunity to tell the story to everybody. I think it has a lot of value to it. It's a short story, but it's pretty cool. I know that Brad Gilmore, our street cop training instructor, the other day emphasized the importance of having a pair of binoculars while trying to do interdiction work. And Rob told the story. I thought it was excellent, so I'm going to have him tell it. Go ahead, dude.
Sure. Like Dennis spoke about, binoculars, I think, are one of the best tools we have in our arsenal. It's a quick story. I was on Interstate North Town, observe a vehicle through binoculars. The driver reaches over to the passenger who's now laid back in the passenger seat sleeping, taps him on the chest, kind of like wake up. Cops are sitting a quarter mile up ahead. I'm in plain view on the shoulder. The passenger leans forward, sees me, and they both give each other the look. 10 and 2, they drive by me, looking straight ahead. Stop that car, got a significant cocaine seizure out of that car.
Can you say how much? Or is it still hot?
No, that was just under a pound of cocaine. So it was about 14 ounces. So actually 2 bags, 10 ounce and a 4 ounce bag. So.
When's the last time you got 14 ounces of cocaine on traffic stop? So this is why we're getting guys like this to come on board with street cop training, so we can deploy and deliver a lot more value to everybody. And it's just these simple things that all these experienced police officers have to give to everybody to go out and use that stuff immediately. So literally his traffic stop started with a guy he's seeing on binoculars, a guy reaching over and hitting the other dude to let him know that there's a cop up ahead. Get in the game here. Get your head in the game. And Rob caught on to that, saw it.
I had one more thing. They weren't smoking, but they were smoking when I stopped them. So freshly lit cigarettes.
Nervous.
So that was right off the bat. You could see right in the car before they even saw you. You seen them. Once they made eye contact with me, it was game over.
Dude, how'd the rest of this? I mean, we didn't talk about this, but how'd the rest of the stop go? Was consent or?
That was a consent. Yeah.
Where would you find a Coke?
It was in a Hello Kitty back in the back seat.
Just
He actually told me about it once I Mirandized him, started speaking to him. And he gave it all up once the dog got there. So.
Okay, just gave it. No shit. So a lot of people get into this idea that they need to learn traps. And guys, yeah, it's never a bad idea to learn traps and know traps, but it is you have to take a lot of trap training. You have to take it seriously. And you have to know that not everything's going to be in a trap. We talked to Kenny Williams. He's obviously a big associate member of Street Cop Training, and he'll advocate, dude, I don't hit a lot of traps, and he hits a lot of big loads. So the name of the game is you got to switch up what you're doing and start paying attention. Don't worry about flat brim hats and loud mufflers. What other advice could you offer regarding what I just said?
Like I said, a lot of the game has got to do with pre-stop indicators. Putting cars on the side of the road, putting them on the shoulder, seeing what they do before you stop them. Everything from the way they tap their brakes to how far they pull off the road, to what they're doing while they're getting stopped. I mean, there's really almost like an art to this. If I could learn it, anybody could learn it. Dennis preaches about it. It really, the game starts when you see this car from an eighth or a quarter mile away with your binoculars. That's where it starts at.
All right, guys. Let's see. Keith writes in, used binoculars 2 nights ago to run a reg. It came back expired. Ended up getting a CDS arrest. Yeah, good job, dude. I mean, look for that. Look for those reactions, like I've advised before. If you ran the plate, but you had a reaction, that's why you ran the plate, that's great. But stay off the plate running. Not necessary to have effective police work. You're going to spend more time. You're going to miss a lot of shit with your head buried in a computer running random plates. You're wasting a lot of time. And when you finish my training, I've equated it to setting up a target in a room, putting a blindfold on, and giving you an unlimited amount of arrows. If you fire 78 arrows, you're eventually going to hit that target at some point. But there's a much better way to take the blindfold off, see the target, pull back and fire 1 arrow, or or fire 2 arrows if you miss the first one and have success with hitting that bullseye. And that's really the name of the game, is to understand how it's played, how it's done. And I'm going to switch over this one a little bit. So, that's the advice we have for you today. It's good stuff. We have a lot of great things coming up with Street Cop training. We have a lot of new instructors that are going to bring a shitload of value to everybody. We have a lot of programs, and they will be going across the country. If you ever have interest in hosting these, we have a lot of classes coming up starting in a week. We'll have a lot of video content. We have a lot of new cool shit in class. So stay tuned. Really good stuff for all the members of this group. And a lot of it we can't deploy out into the public view. So a lot of members in this group are going to get a lot of value out of the things they're going to see here. A little more sensitive stuff. We're not trying to educate criminals. And just some advice today. And binoculars are an accepted way of surveillance. There's nothing illegal about using binoculars in the state of New Jersey, nor have I ever heard of any other state having anything that's saying binocular use is illegal. So with that being said, guys, hopefully found some value today. Me and Rob are going to put some stuff together, and we'll let you know. Turn it this way. There we go. I was going to get yelled at by my buddy. Oh, shit. It's not doing it. All right, anyway, we'll see you later.